Bonjour, everybody. Everyone's doing good. We'll get started. All right, so this week is all about VTIs. So just quick before we get into what VTIs are, Bujundinwe Magani Doknigani Gabuik Indigo, Chris Copenes Dijnikas, Mantubuttagang Donji, Omoshkos Dotem. My name is Chris Copenes, and this is our 4th session together in this series. Last week, Jason Jones started his sessions as well. So if you guys had a chance to tune in and watch that, that was really great. And he'll be up again next week. Myself and the Anishinaabemowin manager, Shannon King, will be here on the session today. If you didn't notice, our Anishinaabemowin assistant, Bridget Naganigwene, last week was her final week with us, so she's gone back home now. So it's just us two for now. All right, so last time we were together, we talked about VAIs and how to use them in their most basic forms. And we started using "gi" and "we" to indicate past and future tense. So today we're going to look at reviewing a little bit on nouns because that's going to come into play. And then we're going to go into VTIs and a few of their uses. And then at the end, we'll have feedback questions again. Just before I go into that, as you know, we keep a lot of stuff on our website. Can you guys see the website? Okay. So what we've done now is put everything in its own form. So you go to the learners page on our website for learners, and this page will come up. And then you go over to PD, and you'll see all of our online sessions now have their own section. Each of the PowerPoints is up, any resources you might need, and the videos. So if we look at the VAI one from 2 weeks ago, you'll see that we have the PowerPoint, conjugation pieces, conjugation charts, and the notebook activity, as well as the video. So we just thought it'd make it a little easier if we could separate them out and you guys could focus on one session at a time. As well, all of Jason's PD sessions will be in there as well. I don't have his resources in there yet, but his video is up. And then if you look under videos as well, we have the videos from our other guest speakers housed here. So, or you can go to our YouTube page and everything is in one spot if you're just interested in the videos. Oops. So just a little quick review before we get into VTIs is looking at nouns again. So we have 2 types of nouns in Anishinaabemowin, animate and inanimate. Doesn't mean dead or alive or has a spirit and doesn't have a spirit. It's just the way that we identify things. Okay. So for singular animate nouns, we have a singular would be ikwe, so one woman. Plural would be ikwewag, more than one woman. For inanimate nouns, singular, makuk is one box. Makakun is more than one box. So just a quick review on that. If you are interested in more, I'd say watch the other 2 videos that we've done. We go into it a little more in depth. And then reviewing quickly our different types of verbs. So we've covered VIIs, which are words like miss squat, it is red. Okay, these are just talking about states of being or descriptions of an object. VAI is talking about a state of being of a subject, an animate subject. Okay, so miss goze, she or he is red. And then today what we're focusing on, VTIs, misquadisin, she or he dyes it, something inanimate, red. So these are the ones that talk about a person or an animate subject affecting an inanimate object. And then VTAs, misquadis, she or he dyes him or her red. So something animate, they're dyeing red. So it's animate to animate. So Again, we're doing VTIs today. So these type of verbs describe an action, something animate is doing to something inanimate. So the main verb has to be conjugated in order to know who is doing the action. So a couple examples of VTIs are nakan, find it, abajitun, use it, and mijin, eat it. So those are a few of the examples we'll use today, as well as some other words. So when we first go into VTIs, how do you turn them into a command? How do you tell somebody to do that? Okay, so VTIs can end in an, un, in, or ein. Okay, and then based on whichever one they end in, you would use that section of the conjugation chart. So for example, begittenan means set it down. So when you look at a VTI, they are already in first to second person command form. So begittenan, you put it down. You put it down, begittenan. So that's something you could tell to a child that you're working with or anybody. You put it down, begittenan. Okay? Don't put it down. Gego begittenan gain. Gego begittenan gain. Okay, so don't put it down. If you want to tell a group to put it down, say you're carrying a log or something, begittenamok. Begittenamok. Don't put it down. Gego begittenan gegon. Let's put it down. Begittenanda. Begittenanda. Let's not put it down. Gego begittenanzida. Gego begittenanzida. So when you see this little asterisk, you'll notice on this one, you would drop the N, begittenamok. That's how that works. And then when you get to ones that end in un, in, or ein, you follow these rules. So gojitun is try it, okay? So gojitun, you try it. Gego gojituken. Gego gojituken, you don't try it. So you don't want them jumping off a cliff or something. Gego gojituken, don't try it. You all try it. Gojitug. Gojitug. You all don't try it. Gego gojitug kegon. So you're dropping that N off because you see this little asterisk here. Gojitu da. Let's try it. Gojitu da. Gego gojitu sida. Gego gojitu sida. Let's not try it. Any questions on those before I move to the next part? No? Okay. I can't see the chat, Shannon, so if there's a question, let me know. Okay. So those were the command conjugations. So that's telling someone or multiple people to do something. And then A-form conjugations are when you start talking about who is doing something. Okay. So when you're looking at A-form conjugations, again, it depends if your verb ends in an or un, in, or ein. So when you're looking at these, okay, nimbigitdanan, nimbigitdanan. So you'll notice that our original word begitdanan has one A on the end, but when you're conjugating it, your independent positive form un always becomes on. Okay, so in this column, un is always going to become on. So nimbigitdanan, nimbigitdanan. So just lengthens that last A and you add net in front. And if you remember last time we talked about when a verb starts with a B, you throw an M in between. Nimbigitdanan. Okay. Then to say, so that would be I'm setting it down, or I'm putting it down. Gawin nimbagittananzi. Gawin nimbagittananzi. I am not setting it down, or I'm not putting it down. So you are putting it down. Gibagittanan. Gibagittanan. You are not putting it down. Gawin gibagittananzi. Gawin gibagittananzi. Is that making sense? Okay. She or he is putting it down. So this is different than VAIs. So VAIs, they don't have anything for she or he form, but when you get to VTIs, you need to start adding an O in front. Okay? O bagittinan. O bagittinan. Gawin o bagittinanzi. She's not putting it down. Gawin o bagittinanzi. They are putting it down. And this is when the words start getting nice and long. O bagittinanawa. O bagittinanawa. Gawin o bagittinanzinawa. O bagittin, oh sorry. Gawin o bagittinanzinawa. And same thing when you come to your other types of verbs. Okay, you'll notice that there's asterisks here. That means you're dropping the N from the end of the verb on those ones. So I am trying it. Ngojitun. Ngojitun. I'm not trying it. Gawin ngojitusi. Gawin ngojitusi. You are trying it. Gagojitun. Gagojitun. You are not trying it. Gawin gagojitusi. Oops, got a little spelling mistake there. Gawin gagojitusi. She or he is trying it. Ogojitun. Ogojitun. She or he is not trying it. Gawin ogojitusi. Gawin ogojitusi. They are trying it. Ogojitunawa. Ogojitunawa. They are not trying it. Gawin ogojitunawa. Gawin ogojitunawa. Okay. Questions on that? All right, moving right along today, guys. Okay, so once again, we have our Smart Notebook document where you can move things around and build sentences. I'm going to pull that up. This is available for download on the website, so if you want a copy, you can take it and use it however you like. All right. So, how would I say, don't eat it? Don't eat it. What pieces do I need to bring?
Gego.
Gego.
Mijin.
Mijin.
And that's don't eat it, singular?
Yes.
Ken.
So.
Gego mija ken.
Okay. So, you'll notice Kevin just asked me if it was singular. Later we're going to get into this, but VTIs can also be pluralized. But I'll do that after. I didn't want to confuse you guys too much right off the bat. So if you're looking at, oops, sorry, trying to go back to this. There we go. Okay, so if you're looking at the command forms, there we go. So mijin ends in in and it means eat it. Okay, so you're eating something inanimate. So gego mijuken. Gego mijuken. Kegel, Mijikain. And then when you retype it, it looks like this. You might want to put an exclamation mark. Sometimes I just put an exclamation mark to show that it's different than an A form. And you are telling somebody to do something. Okay. Okay, next one. They are using it. They are using it. What pieces do we need? Okay, I can see. Ani?
Objecton,
Adjective, yeah.
meanwhile, awa.
Okay, anything else?
Oh, and I guess you could layer that da on top of the beginning of abjatun. Oh, da abjatun awa.
Yep, that would work if you wanted to do it that way. Put that da there to show that it changes. I thought about adding in the other beginnings too. Might be helpful. So when you're done with it, it looks like that. So because a budgetune starts with a long A sound, a vowel sound, you need to use a D connector between the O and the vowel. Oda budgetunawa. Next one. You all find it. You all find it. What pieces do we need? Which verb do I need?
Okay.
Okay, yeah. And then how would I say you all find it?
Knock.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, get rid of the N.
Right. So when you retype it, you all find it. Okay. In command form, there aren't pluralized, so that could be you all find it or you all find them. Okay. Okay, next one, she or he is not eating it. She or he is not eating it.
So you'd use Mijin
Eaten.
and then Okawin here. And then oh shoot. Okay. Yeah, I gotta just mute.
Anyone else want to finish that off? What else do we need?
Z.
Honey?
O. Oh, you need an O in there.
An O, yeah. Here.
And then at the end, you need the Z.
Z. There we go. All right. Oops. What did I do? There we go. Okay, so you wouldn't use Z. I'm not sure if I just misheard you, Kate. You would use C. Okay. And you're gonna drop the N. Colleen, only just C. And if you are from places that use N on the end, the N can go there too. Okay. Next one, I am not using it. I'm not using it. I'm not using it. Which verb do we need out of these three verbs?
Abajatun.
Okay, what else do we need?
Gawin.
Going.
Nin.
Okay.
And Ninda. You need the D.
Yeah.
Da.
The D would go here. So the thing you can do on these, oh my God, that was bad. Don't do that. My mistake. There it goes. So you would put a D in there, okay? What do we need on the end?
C.
C.
But no N. Yeah.
So going, adjective. That's how it would look when you're done with it. I think I got one more here. Okay, last one. Let's not find it. Let's not find it. What do you guys think? Is it command form or A form?
So command form.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd use abajatun, and then you'd use sida. Is it? Yeah, sida.
Abjatun Sida.
And then gego.
Gecko Abjatun Sida.
Okay, there's one thing.
Oh, missing.
Oh, one thing you didn't quite get.
Okay.
What's wrong with this verb?
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Oh, Mikan.
Oh, try it. What did you? Oh, find it.
Find
Okay,
it.
yeah, mikan.
Okay. Yeah.
Miigwech.
Okay. And then because it now ends in an AN, you need descending.
Yeah,
Zida.
thank you.
Okay, go mikanzida. Okay. Alright. So now that you've gone through those, it's time for games. Alright, you guys ready for your Kahoot? Okay, so on your Bring this up first. So on your phone or in a separate screen on your computer, you can go to kahoot.it. Oops. So I just always type it into my Google search bar. And then this should be the screen that you get. And then when you get into that screen, you need the pin, which will be right here. This is your pin, 2391290. You guys a minute or so to get in there. Eight. Okay, 10. Another minute.
Lukujit. Lukujit.
Somebody's being silly. All right. Okay, I'm going to start it, and then if you're not quite into it, you can jump on. The pin will be displayed at the bottom during the game. We'll get started. So here's the game pin down here if you need it. Oops.
Okay.
Awesome, everybody got that one. So remember, the faster that you answer, the more points you get. All right. Next question. Ego mikanji da. Let's not find it. Okay, so that's the ending is da. That's usually let's. Okay, third question. Translate gawin ninda budgetusi. Gawin ninda budgetusi. Oh, wow. Everybody got it right? All right, next question. Gawin Ngoji to see equals I am not trying it. True or false? Gawin Ngoji to see. True. Good job, guys. All right. So this next one is a new type of question. It's a puzzle question. So you have to put the pieces of the Anishinaabemowin sentence in the right order to successfully translate it to English. Okay? To translate it from English. Okay, so you're going to get 4 pieces and you have to put them in the right order. Ready? You get a minute for this one, so don't panic. You are not setting it down. Skipped over the answer there. Okay, so for some reason that didn't mix up. So it's kind of an easy one. They are supposed to shuffle. It's our first time trying these kind of questions, so we'll see what's up. Okay, next one. Translate Umijinawa. Umijinawa. That's quick. They are eating it. Umijinawa. So remember, if it was she or he was eating it, it would just be omijin. Okay. Next one. Translate Gawin omikanzi. Gawin omikanzi. She or he can't find it. Gawin omikanzi. Good job. Okay. Next one. Translate a budgetug. A budgetug. Budgetug. You all use it. Okay, question 10. Obagitana nawa equals she sets it down. True or false? Obagitana nawa. False. Some of you might have got hung up on obagitana would just be she or he sets it down. That ending makes it into they. Okay, so we're gonna try another mix-up one and see if it works. So you're gonna get 4 pieces again and you gotta put them in the right order. They did not try it. They did not try it. There, it worked this time. They did not try it. Music's a little different on these ones. Very intense. Alright. You did not try it. Alright, so the correct order. Gawin ogi koji tu sinawa. Okay. So they would be O and awa. Did, past tense, threw that in there, try to throw you off a little. Gi, did not, gawin, and the C ending. And try it, gojitu. So gojitun is the verb. All right, let's see who won. Someone nicknamed Bokuji. I don't know who that is. All right, awesome. Good job, guys. All right, so that's available for you guys to play anytime if you want to go play it. It's public. So on the last question, I threw a tense marker in there. During BAI session, we did discuss tense markers a little bit. We talked about gi and we. The rest of them are there if you want to dive into those. But for our purposes, we're just focusing on gi and we for now. So we're using tense markers with abajitun. So if you remember, personal prefixes do shift depending on what the verb starts with, okay? So you'll notice that because gi is right here, ningi abajitun. So I did use it. I used it, past tense. Gigi abajitun, you used it. Ogi abajitun, she or he used it. Ogi abajitunawa, they used it. Okay, so these are just one thing that they're using. And it's an inanimate thing, can't be an animate thing. Present tense, similar to how we used it in the conjugation charts. Inda budgetun, oda budgetun, oda budgetunawa. Future tense, we, nuia budgetun, I want to use it, or I will use it. So there's two different kind of connotations there. Giwia budgetun, you want to use it, or you will use it. Owia budgetun, she wants to use it. Owia budgetunawa, they want to use it. Okay. So you'll notice because a budget 2 starts with a double A here, you use the OD, and you just look at this chart. See, it starts with a vowel that's not an O. Oda budget 2. Because it starts with a double A here, ninda budget 2. So it starts with a vowel, nind. And then if it started, and then you would use gid. So gidda budget 2. They're just connectors that help the words flow better. Okay? So if you just said, oh, a budgetun, that might sound a little weird. And then if we use it on gojitun, so gojitun is one that would change. So we talked about these consonant changes when you're using gi or we. Okay, that's when you mainly use them, but they do come into play other times as well. So yingi kojitun. So it changes the sound just a little bit. And the rule is if there's no initial consonant change, or sorry, there's no initial consonant change if the verb is soft vowel followed by a hard consonant. So for example, Anishinaabemowin is a soft vowel here, the I, followed by a hard consonant, the K. Then you wouldn't change it. It's a little hard to, most of the time you're going to change it. There's very few exceptions. Okay, so Ningi Koji Tun. I did try it. I tried it. Gigi Koji Tun. You tried it. Ogi Koji Tun. She or he tried it. Ogi Koji Tun Nawa. They tried it. Ogi Koji Tun Nawa. Okay. And then present tense, so happening right now. Ningoji Tun. I'm trying it. Gigoji Tun, you're trying it. Ogoji Tun, she or he is trying it. Ogoji Tun Nawa, they are trying it. Ogoji Tun Nawa. Future tense we. Nui Koji Tun, I want to try it. Nui Koji Tun. Giwi Koji Tun, you are trying it. Or sorry, you want to try it. Giwi Koji Tun. Owi Koji Tun, she wants to try it. Owi Koji Tun. Owi Koji Tun Nawa, they want to try it. Owi Koji Tun Nawa. Okay. So most of the time, if your verbs start with these and they follow gi or we or another tense marker, then they will change. So bees change to peas. So if you look at the verb bape, it will change to pape. Okay, so it would be gi pape, she or he laughed. J's change to ch. D's change to T's. G's change to K's. And Z changes to S. And that's just something that you learn as you go along. Right. And so the whole point of VTIs is so that the subject can affect an object, an inanimate object, okay? So in order to add a noun to your VTI sentence that you've created, okay? So the noun has to be inanimate. Okay? So we're gonna use the verbs, odapanan, pick it up, ogitanan, set it down. And if you need to do that, it might help you, okay? Sometimes it helps to like motion while you're doing stuff. And we're going to use the noun mazanaigan, which is a book or paper. Okay, it's used for both. So if we want to say, tell somebody to pick up the paper, okay? Odapanan mazanaigan. Odapanan mazanaigan. Odapanan mazanaigan. You pick up the paper. Put down the paper. Bagitanan mazanaigan. Bagitanan mazanaigan. Put down the book. Put down the paper. Bagitanan mazanaigan. That make sense? Yes. Okay. Okay. And then when you get into your A-form sentences, so this is similar to what we were doing earlier. And I chose odapanan for a reason. It's because it starts with an O. I wanted you guys to see how the verb changes when you have a verb that starts with an O. So if you go back and look here, you have nindo, giddo, and odo when it starts with an O. You got to add those to a verb that start with O. So it changes the way that the verb sounds. So nindu dapanan mazanaigan. Nindu dapanan mazanaigan. I am picking up the paper. So you see the verb there, odapin, the A has lengthened, and you have nindo in the front for I. Nindu dapanan mazanaigan. Mbigitanan mazanaigan. Mbigitanan mazanaigan. I'm setting down the paper. Something else to point out is that when you're working with fluent speakers or even people who have learned differently, sometimes they'll drop this front end completely. it'll just be indudapanan, or it'll just be imbagitanan. Okay? And they're all right. It's just how people speak. Okay? And a lot of times if there's something in front of it that ended with a consonant, they'll definitely drop that. Okay? So, gidudapanan mazanaigan. Gidudapanan mazanaigan. You are picking up the paper. Gibagitanan mazanaigan. Gibagitanan mazanaigan. You are setting down the paper. Okay, so pick it up, put it down. She or he is picking up the paper. Odudapanan mazanaigan. Odudapanan mazanaigan. Obagitanan mazanaigan. She is setting down the paper. Obagitanan mazanaigan. They are picking up the paper. Odudapananawa mazanaigan. That's a long one. Odudapananawa mazanaigan. Odudapananawa mazanaigan. That's a long one. Obagitananawa mazanaigan. Which is they are setting down the paper. Obagitananawa mazanaigan. Obagitananawa mazanaigan. That makes sense? So, and then the thing about this is you can also reverse them, right? Does not always have to be verb then noun. It can be noun then verb. Okay, so I could say mazanaigan nindudapanan. It's the same thing. Okay. So, Kevin asked me earlier, is it plural? Is it one thing? Are they only picking up one thing? So this is what he meant. You can pluralize A-form conjugations with BTIs, okay? So that the animate subject, so say me, is affecting more than one object. So I'm picking up more than one paper or more than one book, okay? So we're simply adding the nun or the n onto the ends of our conjugations. So they're in the brackets there, you can see them. This is the same chart as earlier, it just has the additional brackets with the pluralizations. So to do that, you would take your verb like begitanan, nimbigitananan, mazanaiganan. Nimbigitananan, mazanaiganan. Okay, so when you pluralize the verb with the nun, you also have to pluralize your noun. Okay, not all nouns are pluralized with un. Some of them are un, right? So you have to double check which one it is. So if I wanted to say I'm picking up the boxes, that's a word we learned earlier. Nimbigitananan makakun. Okay, so I'm picking up boxes. Okay. And as always, you can reverse it. Mazanaiganan obagitananawan. Mazanaiganan obagitananawan. They are picking up the papers. Okay, so when you're doing a they, you're just adding an N on the end. Oops, yep, I have the wrong translation there. Thanks, Kevin. That's setting them down, not picking them up. On both of those, it should be setting it down. Thanks, Kevin. Always gotta be something. All right, so does that make sense? You're just adding on the plural endings. So just a reminder, this slideshow is available on our website. So if you want to print it off and have these, you can have those too. You can fix the mistake on there. All right. So just something else I wanted to touch on is A-form order. So this is the order that you would put things in when you're working with A-form sentences, when you're conjugating an A-form sentence. So you would do your personal prefix, your tense if you're using it, a preverb if you want to use it would go here, and then your verb, and then your personal suffix, your pluralizing, and your negation, okay, depending what you're using. So I have a few examples. So say I want to say I'm using it, my personal prefix is ni, and my verb is abajitun. So ninda bajitun, I am using it. And it's just showing you what all pieces you have and what order they could go in. Okay? So if I want to say I don't want to try and find it, ne for personal prefix I, we, want to or will. Gagwe is a preverb which means try. Yukun, the verb that means she or he finds it. And Z is a negative ending because I need that negative ending because I don't want to find it, right? So gawin niwi gagwe mikun Z. Gawin niwi gagwe mikun Z. I don't want to try and find it. Okay. Does that make sense? Okay. So you did not pick them up. You did not pick them up. Ge for you. Ye, past tense. Did, right? Did not. Odapanan, pick it up. Z is your negative ending, and then the nun is the plural because you're not picking up more than one thing. So gawin gigi odapanan zinan. You did not pick them up. Gawin gigi odapanan zinan. You did not pick them up. Okay. If you want to try your she or he is trying to eat them. O for personal prefix. There's no tense because she's trying right now. Gagwe is try. Mijin, eat it. And un for the plural ending. Ogagwe mijinan. Ogagwe mijinan. She's trying to eat them. Ogagwe mijinan opening. She's trying to eat the potatoes. Ogagwe mijinan opening. That might not work if you're someone who has potatoes as an animate thing though. Okay. And then the last one, they did set it down. So they set it down past tense. Personal prefix o. Gi past tense. Begitanan, set it down. Awa is the they ending. Ogi begitanan awa. They did set it down. Ogi begitanan awa. They set it down. That should be a P. So that B should have changed to a P. I didn't do that. Ogi begitanan awa. Okay. Questions about that? No? Okay. So that's our last thing for today. So now I'm going to set up the feedback form for you guys. Oops, can't copy it there. Now my computer's fighting me. So I'm going to copy and paste this into the chat for you guys. So we have our feedback forms. If you'd like to get a certificate, you have to fill out the feedback form. Also, oops, I just sent that to Shannon. Also, when you fill out your feedback form, it's really helpful for us because then we're able to give you more of what you like or more, if you have questions, we can answer your question in an email. Or if you say, you know, like, I'd really like it if you touched on this topic as well, we can do that. Because we're starting to look at what happens after we get through VTAs in a couple of weeks. What's going to come, oh, it says it's no longer accepted. I will open that up right now. So in a couple of weeks, we're looking to see what we're going to do. Do you want more grammar? Do you want us to go into something that's themed? What would you guys like to see? I'll go and fix that form right now. Probably forgot to open it. And then when you fill that out, we will email you a certificate as soon as we can. There we go. I opened it up, so it should work. Right. So again, you can put those certificates in your portfolios or use them for PD hours. Sometimes ECEs need those. And then if you need anything from us, these are our emails that you can reach us at. We're just encouraging you guys to start working with your conjugations if you don't already. It's amazing how quick you can pick them up when you're practicing.
You're still
you
sharing
also-
your Google Drive.
Whoops, my bad.
There we go.
There we go. Those are our emails. So if you need them, you can send us an email at any time. You can always get through to us on Facebook. Donis, do you mean the forms? Okay, so we do one for every session. Well, these sessions that we've done so far. So this one is just for this session. I closed the old ones. If you were in the session, like it's hard to say if you were in the session at that time. I could probably open them. I don't see a problem with it. Especially too if you're in the session, I'm not too worried. Okay.
Maybe have them send us a message if they want access to it so that we can send them the form directly. But going forward, we'll usually close it a day or two after so that we have time to give out those certificates and we can stay on top of it.
Yeah. All right. That's all we have for you guys today. So if you need anything, you can send us an email or let us know. All right. So miigwech bisan dalig. Next week, Jason Jones is up, so I hope you guys can join us for that. If you need the codes, just send us a message. All right. We are done for the day. Have a good week, guys.